Hey everyone, uh, welcome back in the Cosmos series. And today we have very interesting video because we are going to understand the types of NoSQL, Cosmos APIs. Okay, or if I have to say, let me put it this way: let's understand the types of NoSQL DB first, then we'll jump to the APIs, right? So there are generally four types of NoSQL DB: key value, document DB, columnar DB, and graph-based DB. Cosmos DB have different APIs, as I mentioned at the beginning, different APIs to cater the request. Like maybe it's coming from NoSQL key value, document, columnar, or graph. So we have APIs to help us maintain that. So we got four kind of DBs, as I mentioned at the beginning, and we got different APIs to handle those databases. So let's talk about the APIs now. So Cosmos DB has table API to support the key value type of NoSQL. Cassandra API to support column-based database. Gramling API for GraphDB, and Mongo API or SQL API to support document DB. If you remember the first video where I mentioned Cosmos DB was actually document DB at the beginning, and later they changed the name as per the wonderful features which evolved. Okay, so we got four NoSQL database generally, and we got five APIs in Cosmos DB. Let's go ahead and talk about these APIs, and then we'll see through the diagram at the end of the video to cement the knowledge. Yeah. All right. So what that means? That means no matter what kind of NoSQL database you have, or you can, maybe you're migrating, so you can easily design it in Cosmos DB or migrate it in Cosmos DB with the help of these APIs. Also, in this video, we will discuss all, not all. It would be very complicated and very related. If I'm going to discuss all these APIs in a single one, then the output would not be enriching. It should be, output should be good, right? So we'll go step by step. Maybe I'll discuss two APIs in this one and two in the next one. Let's see how it goes. There is a storm going on. That's why there's some noises. Anyways, so where was I? Okay, so let's understand the Mongo and SQL first, as both cater the document DB. All right, so you can model your data as documents, and Cosmos DB has two APIs to support this. First is SQL API, which is the default one, and the Mongo DB API. So SQL API treats entity in a JSON format, or the JSON documents, and Mongo API works with the BASIN document. It seems like, JSON and BASIN. It's BSON, a document which is a special binary encoded version of JSON that extends JSON model with additional data types in multi-language support. That makes Mongo so tremendous, right? So SQL supports JSON and Mongo supports BASIN. But the difference between these two types of APIs goes much further than just these documents, as SQL API is the only API that exposes a server-side programming model for transactional stored procedures. It is the default API of Cosmos DB, and this also provides the view of your data that resembles the traditional NoSQL document store. And this also supports SQL-like language, and using this language, you can query the JSON document. Now, before going to Mongo API, I want you to understand this, that Cosmos DB implements a wire protocol of common NoSQL database like Cassandra, Mongo, Gremlin, or table storage. And using this protocol, all the existing SDK or drivers or tools of NoSQL database now can interact with the Cosmos DB. So here the magic happens. And that's why your existing Mongo DB now can easily be migrated to Cosmos DB API, and you do not require any application change or the code change. All you have to do is just change the connection string, app DB connection string. Now you're ready to work in the cloud environment using Cosmos DB. That easy. So unless you have some kind of restriction and you want to continue working with your existing Mongo DB or tools, you can easily migrate to Cosmos DB. And of course, for all new development should be started in Cosmos DB as a Mongo API, right? So this is a very subtle difference between these two for the document DB. We understand how Cosmos DB has that magic. Now let's jump to the diagram I have prepared a little bit, and rest I'll do with you guys. So let me share my screen. There we go. And okay. Now, if you see Cosmos DB APIs, it has 5 APIs. Now, I have mentioned so many times in this video, you will never forget. So that's the plan, right? All those 5 I have mentioned a couple of times. For SQL database, I've mentioned a couple of times. Now, this is the trick that one of my not the trainer, but the teacher used to do in a school, and that was wonderful. So a lot of things we remember because the way he was mentioning those important points all the time. So Cosmos DB got 5 APIs. I've mentioned SQL API, Mongo API, Gremlin, Cassandra, and Table. In this video, we were talking about the SQL API and Mongo API. Both are, let me put here, both are document DB. Okay. Now, the things that we have mentioned during our conversation, I needed to put it here so that it will get into the memory. The very first thing, SQL was doing the JSON, and Mongo was doing what? If you remember, if you're guessing basin, you are correct. Okay, not basin, BSON. Right now, SQL API, it was like original, or by default, it's there, and it was the originally document DB platform. And this is the only API which supports server-side programming. Okay, programming model. And if we need to jot down a few points for the Mongo API, it is fully compatible with on-prem Mongo and can be migrated to the existing one without much changes in the application or in the code. Only thing you gotta do is the connection string. And use SQL Core API for the new development. If you have some kind of restriction, you can go with the Mongo API. So this is the crux of this video, and let's meet in another video. We'll be talking about other APIs. Well, thank you for watching, and you have a good day. Bye-bye.